So what can we do? So the first thing, and when I explain what we can do, I'm also going to explain my level of evidence. So the first thing I would say is, the first thing we can do is protect ourselves and protect what some people call our warmth body from harmful electromagnetic fields. And so I learned something like 30 years ago that there was a theory that if you wore clothing or blankets made of peat, because peat moss is something that's formed after being in the earth for thousands of years. Apparently, it's the degradation product of all the plants, all the plant life that lives in these peat bogs, and they slowly degrade, and they essentially absorb the electromagnetic field from the earth. And if you make clothes or blankets out of these peat moss fibers, then it will protect you against certain negative influence in the environment. Let me be clear about this. I have no evidence that wearing a peat moss sweater or sleeping in a peat moss blanket will reduce your 1G, 2G, 4G, 5G exposure. In fact, my guess is if you used a meter, it wouldn't show that. So I have no evidence and I make no claim for that. All I know is that theory makes sense to me, and the people who do this essentially get a peat moss blanket. And the way this come about is a company from Germany contacted me, said, "We heard you're talking about peat moss. Would you carry it for us? Because we can't get it in the United States otherwise." So we said yes, thanks to my sons and family who created a business around this. And that's why we're offering it.